Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. This is the Mr. Tacpan's television show. We're bringing you the news, 4 o'clock in the afternoon. It is Friday. It is the 7 and the 3 today. Jump into the think tank. 7 and 3. 5. Magnum. 735, 357. Which ones you want to put? 5775 of creation, which will bring us 171, which will create 88 of the piano, but it's the one spirit that connected to the seventh gate. Within man's mind, there's nothing more than a seventh gate. This is it. These two dots on the outside of the 6 don't get touched. Everything else gets touched. One goes into the center, the one on the top and the one on the bottom is like, I don't know. I'm always thinking, can it be the butterfly over here? Is that where this cube is? The butterfly moves its wings, and as it moves its wings, it's got 4 and 3 on each side, or is it 2 and 5? So this one goes over here. Then we get one over here. I mean, they're chakras, right? They must work together. They must look alike. No? Somehow? Maybe? I don't know. Just trying to figure out. So we have, when it's this way, it's this one and this one. But if it's this way, it's this one and this one. But if it was this way, it'd be this one and this one. 6, 6, 6. 7 card, 6 card, and 8 card. Another thing I wanted to tell you is that since one of them has to go down because the light is coming to light up, so this one is minus 21 total. Now let's count them again. We're going to count 5 sides, okay? 5, 5, 5. The other side is the back of your head. The other side is down in the back of your head. 5, 5, 5, okay? 5 by 5 by 5 by 5 is 625 times 41 USA, Universal Soldier Angel Resident. 41 equals 25, 625. 5184, Mars, Pluto, 25,920. So this becomes 21. No, we're going to count it. We're going to count it by 3 because 1 is now inside of 3. It opened the light, okay? So we have the totality of 20 when we don't count this one. So we have 1 and 20. What do we have? 19. The spirit of the moon. We have 19. Another thing, we talked about terabytes and gigabytes. Well, we're just a nanosecond away from any kind of byte at all, unless that's talking about the speed of our thought. The one thing I wanted to say is USB cables. 21, 19, and 2 equals 21 and 21. Both sides of New York and Kentucky. 2 spaces. But look at this. The universal guide to the universe is the USB plug. Do you know why? Because it plugs in both sides. 21 and 21. 42. The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Universe. Answer to the universe. 42. 2 times 4, 2 plus 4 is 6 and 8. 6 and 8 is the reflection of each other in the 7 worlds, which brings on the odds of possibilities of 7 for 6. Is the exchange. We get it perfect in the other world. All odds. There's no percentages. 7, 6, we don't care. 7, 6, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9. We'll just keep paying. As it comes by, we keep paying. That's why pi doesn't have to go. Pi doesn't have to end, because there's a chance. Pi is a roll of film, and it keeps going by, and you're just stamping the pi numbers. But you're stretching it out instead of letting the film go by. In pi. So another thing would say, if anybody doesn't know universal, the hub, the USB hub, okay. 63, creation of angel residence 666, 6 by 3. 7 by 3 is 21. 7 and 3 is 10 are the wings, the creation of. 19 is the moon. This 19, okay, is the highest you can get with the first creation of 3 and 4. Because 3 and 4 is the first of all creations. 4 ends up in here, okay? Or 4 is the totality of this, okay, inside of each other. 4 and 1. This and this make 1 dice. Universal Soldier Resident Angel USB cable. We talk about the arches, the great arches. Now let's talk about arches, or Archie, Edith Bunker and Archie, which now will have a revelation to the Jeffersons, who remind me of Roger Moore, who reminds me of Fight Club, who reminds me of Mary Tyler Moore, Ted Grant, and Rhoda. And now I have to think of Rhoda, who's in California, who had an Auntie Annette. And now you know the Annette, which is the ring to life. Here, look. Hub, universal angel. Husband, universal angel. Free parking might be in my bedroom because you're married on free parking. Is that what the question is? What is the universal hub? When you plug into her, ashes to ashes, eights to eights. Ash is the letter 8. Panache, these are the antlers of the moose. The panache, the ashes to ashes. The communication of the two worlds. The moose, something to do, the nose. Isn't the moose nose almost like the horse nose? So we have to understand the hoof. And does a moose have a split hoof? What is the question? To ashes, dust to dust. The 3 is not full until it becomes the 4. So we turn it sideways, okay, and 3 can now play inside a 4. It'll fill up 3 areas on this angle, or on this angle. So you'll have 7. And you can't do that with all of these. You cannot do this. You cannot create the 7 any other way but with this. This is the only true way to create the 7. This is the other true way to create the 7. Excuse me, to create the 7. The last way, here's your 5 and here's your 2. See what happens with your 5 and 2? You're missing this one and this one down here. And again, you have your 7. So you made 7 in all different worlds. The 6 and 1 will be in front of each other. Okay? This one will leave open. The 6 with the 1 hole will leave open the same ones as the 5. That 5 with that 2, turn that way into that 5. It'll do the same thing as this 6 and 1. Do you understand? Because the 2 will go over to 5, take up those 2 places. Okay? So we see what the 5 and 2 can do. Okay? But now we have numbers. Look what's on an angle. Look which one's on the angle. That 2's on an angle. Okay? The only thing we have to remind ourselves is which way the 6 goes. If we're looking, if we're looking, the 6 has to go this way. Not this way, the 6, this way. This one can go any single way. But apparently, it sits up top like this. I don't know, because it says bicycle up there. Maybe it doesn't. Maybe saying bicycle around shows you that this is around. We have to go around, and there's something inside. This is the circle of something. This is one side of the circle. We need another one. So now we can make the figure 8. We got the bottom part of the circle and the top part of the circle. Unless each one of them has to have their own circle. How would we be looking at it? I don't know. Something to think about. Raphael 7286. The other thing is, when I say the word wheat, okay, 88, 88, the wheat is O-U-I to say we, which is yes in French. But the wheat in French is said like wit. But it's spelled H-U-I-T, okay? But it's the letter ash in French, or H in English. So you see what the H actually does? It says many things, because it says heat, it says wheat, it talks part of ashes to ashes, dust to dust, to put away the 8th world, to blow away the 8th world, ashes to ashes, 8 to 8, 64, the game is gone, the 64 game is gone, 128, 256, 512 memory, it's over and out. Thank you for watching this video, and guess what? It's all about the universal soldier, and see if we're just better plugged in this time. Thank you for watching. I guess we can get rid of the churches now. Is that a bad thing to say? Churches, don't you get it? The letter H is the church. It's the big, big doors to get on the inside. Never get rid of the churches. So you never get rid of the churches. So it was instilled into our head to keep the churches, because we knew what the churches were. It was the world we stepped into this world. And whatever it is, this era is over. And it'll be like it'll never happen, like it never happened, but people will live on and still learn for those still living at the time. We are looking for a new time coming in, and it's all about ash, hash, crash. You got to understand one thing. If you take away the H inside of ash, it says H, and we're starting all over again. So what's missing now that I wanted to say, okay, is if I turned it this way, okay, this would go into this. Okay, the only thing I'd be missing, I'm missing this part and this part, so I'm missing only two. But if the 6 was this way, then I'd be missing these two. This way is 2, this way is 2. Now, can we do it this way also? This would bring the letter N and the letter Z, but in all actuality, it would all be this way, but all the 3 worlds will be tilted this way. So every time I keep saying what's on an angle, this one is always going to be on that angle, but then the 6 is going to be on this angle. You understand? I filled in 2 positions, now I filled in 2 positions. Which positions did I fill in? This is the up, this is the side. Is it the same dice because I just moved the angle? See the 3, the way it will fill up the top part, but then on the other angle it fills up this part, on this angle. That angle, or that angle. This, or this. Thank you for watching.